Hey, welcome back to the Life Coach Launchpad. My name's BJ, and I'm here every week talking to you about all the online business things that, as it turns out, need to happen in order to have a successful life coaching business. I'm a business coach. I love to help life coaches make more money, get more clients, have more fun, and to do what they love to do, what they're meant to do, and that's coaching. So, let's dive right in. Good morning, afternoon, or maybe good evening, coaches. Whatever time it is for you, wherever you are, whenever you're listening to this. I'm sure you heard, but there was a solar eclipse that happened on April 8th. I'm recording a little early this week in preparation for a family vacation, so the eclipse hasn't happened yet for me as I record this, but it's a big moment. It will make you think something. One of the first places that people's minds go to is how little we are as humans in comparison to these giant celestial bodies out there floating, drifting through space. One of which we are on, one of which is a source of light, another is passing in front of the light source to cast a shadow over some of us, and I happen to be near where the shadow will be coming across. That is weather depending, of course. The forecast did just take a turn for the worse today, but we will see. The next place my mind goes was being grateful for the flexibility to go see it. We live in St. Louis, Missouri, and we'll all drive. We'll pack up the kids, taking the kids out of school. We'll drive an hour to go about an hour south to be within the band that will experience totality. My mind went to being grateful because my wife and I worked really hard for years to get me to be location independent. I can work wherever I want. I've worked really hard to build a business that allows me the freedom to take time off work as needed, to take care of our 3 kids, to take care of the things that pop up. None of it came at once. And of course, I do still have goals. I have goals in mind. I'd like to work a 4-day work week, but now it doesn't feel like the time is right yet. Someday I'll be recording this podcast saying how grateful I am working this 4-day schedule. And that will be great. But for now, it's also great that I have made really good progress towards my goals of flexibility. If you're earlier on in your journey towards flexibility, money, or whatever goal you're working on, that's okay. This is not your excuse to feel bad about your progress. I was there too. I was in a corporate work environment, really not enjoying being work at 7:30 in the morning, working towards someone else's dreams. I just want this to be a reminder for you to be grateful for any progress that you have made and maybe double down on your commitment towards getting what you want. For me, that's what the solar eclipse brought to my mind, gratefulness. But that's actually not what I'm talking about today. Today is what I'm talking about is the Pain and Dreams Projector. It's kind of sounds like a torture device. It's a concept that will come up time and time again in your business. Hopefully, it's a good thing. It's a great strategy that helps with all content creation and marketing. This strategy is that you want to project the pain points and the hopes and the dreams of your ideal client onto whatever it is that you're building. It could be a sales page, social post, email, podcast, YouTube. No matter what it is, you need to learn to communicate extraordinarily clearly your ideal client's challenges, which is their pain points, and also what they want their lives to look like, their hopes and their dreams. This concept that I'm talking today is where the rubber meets the road. When you show up with a service mindset, like you only exist to help your clients, you will learn exactly what their pain points are as well as their hopes and dreams. They'll tell it to you. I've talked about showing up with a service mindset before because it is a cornerstone of how I show up for my clients who are life coaches and how my clients serve their clients. Within their clients, they're creating a transformation. As a life coach, whether you like it or not, one of your functions is to be a marketer of your coaching business. When you know your clients' challenges and dreams, marketing gets a lot easier because that is a big part of marketing. Your job is to show that you understand what they are going through. Sometimes you can even describe it better than they can because you've seen it in more people way more times. And you've seen it in yourself most likely. Most likely you are a product of your product and they are experiencing it for the first time. So they have these feelings, they're trying to put words to it. When you're writing content showing that you understand, it just grabs their attention and it pulls them in and it's magnetic. If you pulled out a pen and paper and wrote down 15 challenges that your potential clients are facing and 15 desired outcomes that they want to have, you will never run out of what to talk about. Picture that you have an event on your calendar. The event says to create 2 social posts. Its start time comes, and you're wondering what these 2 posts are going to be about. You can never go wrong with talking about your ideal client's pain points or challenges. You can explain a tool that you use and then how that tool gets them to where they want to be, to get them how they want to feel, how they want to perform. That can be in the form of video, audio, text, anything. Once you understand the transformation that you lead your clients through, you will never run out of content and you'll be able to create it quickly. It's great. I mentioned 2 social posts because that's an event on my calendar every week. And I do it because that was the plan I created. It's not hard. It doesn't take that long. I'm not guaranteed to get a great response from it, but I do it because I said I would. And I know it's the right thing to do in the long run. How about this? Have you ever seen a sales page template? Like how to build a sales page. Like some expert teaches you how to do it and they put it into an instructional format. I've seen probably 4 or 5 over the years, and they've all been written by very accomplished experts. And you know what's in all of them? Early on in the page, you write down your ideal client's pain points. Next, you write down the results that they're looking for after working with you. Sound familiar? Once you know this information, you will save so much time when creating your content, and what you create will be magnetic for those that you are looking to help. Learning your ideal client's pain points and desired results comes from showing up with a service mindset, which I've talked about in a past episode. I'm going to talk about it again in a future episode. When you show up truly looking only to serve, you will get this information. Ask for responses in your content. Take note of the answers. Listen in consultations. Write down the exact words they use. It's worth doing this work because the information can feed your coaching business for years to come. All right, that's it for today. That's pretty quick. But now you know how to have a never-ending supply of persuasive content, how to write sales pages, and doing that will attract your ideal clients. Just communicate their pain points and dream results in everything you do. If this information was helpful for you, I would be oh so grateful to you if you could leave an honest review on your podcasting platform of choice. I'll talk to you next week.